Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a side-scrolling action platformer game for the Nintendo. It was released by Konami in 1989. It was published under Konami's Ultra Games. Alongside the arcade game, it was one of the first video games based on a 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. The game sold more than 4 million cartridges worldwide. Remember, if you're new here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps out this channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, how is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today? Let's find out in this review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello are on a mission to retrieve the Life Transformer gun from Shredder, a device that could restore the Sensei, Splinter, back to his human form. The Turtles' first objective is to rescue their reporter friend April O'Neil, who is being held by Bebop and Rocksteady, somewhere in the city. After rescuing April, the Turtles must swim underwater to disarm a series of bombs set to destroy a dam, and then rescue Splinter from the Mega Turtle, destroy a giant mouser, find a Technodrome, and eventually defeat Shredder. The story is told through various cutscenes at the title screen and between areas while you play through. Ninja Turtles is a single-player action game. The player starts the game as Leonardo, but you can easily switch to any of the 4 turtles at any time just by pressing the start button to access the information screen. As the game starts, the player navigates the mission map in an overhead view as they travel to doors, manholes, and other entrances to the side-scrolling interior levels, which represents the primary gameplay. In the overhead view, the player can move in the 4 directions and use their primary weapon in a single type of attack. As the game progresses, more and more obstacles and enemies appear in the overhead maps. In the side-scrolling levels, the turtles can jump or crouch and attack either with their primary weapons while jumping, walking, or crouching, or use one of the alternative weapons that they have picked up along the way. These special weapons include a single thrown star, a triple thrown stars, boomerangs, and a scroll that expands into a crescent-shaped beam and inflicts devastating damage even on boss characters. These items are occasionally dropped by enemies. The special weapons are obtained in limited quantities, although the boomerangs can be reused if the player catches them on the return. The primary weapon can be aimed upwards or downwards. When the player's current character's health runs out, he is captured by the enemy, forcing the player to change to one of the remaining turtles. The player loses the game when all 4 turtles have been captured. There is an opportunity to rescue a captured turtle once in each stage, beginning in stage 3. There is a total of 6 stages in the game. The first level is pretty simple. Go into a few manholes and rescue April. In the second half of stage 2, the turtles dive into a Hudson River and must navigate to avoid a number of traps, with a time limit of 2 minutes and 20 seconds to find and disarm 8 time bombs. This is one of the hardest levels in the game. It would take some practice to learn where all the bombs are located. The third level, you must find Splinter, who has been captured. Here you get to drive the turtles' van. You must find missiles to destroy the barricades and enemy vehicles. You're going to need a lot of missiles, so make sure you stock up. The fourth level, you must find the right manhole to find the enemy's base. This can be a maze on your first playthrough, as you're looking for manhole 18. Level 5 is extremely hard, as you must find the Technodrome. It could be in any of the 5 locations. It changes every time you play, and the enemies get extremely hard on this level. Once you find the Technodrome, you must disable it, then head inside to defeat Shredder. This is another hard level. It's quite difficult to make it to Shredder with a decent amount of health. The game's graphics are pretty good. The Turtles' characters' designs are good, but they kinda all look the same. You can only identify the Turtles by their weapons and bandanas. All the sprites in the games are well done. You can clearly see who you are up against. Their movements and jumping are a little slow and stiff, and there could have been a little work done to make the fighting system a little better. The backgrounds and stage designs look nice and quite well detailed, although you do tend to see the same backgrounds and stage types quite a lot in certain areas, with only their actual layouts changing here and there. Another flaw is the visuals are that in places with lots of enemies and other things on screen, the frame rate drops down a lot and characters might even begin to flash or disappear off screen for a few seconds. The music in this game isn't bad. The opening theme is good and catchy, as the overhead screen theme. I found the rest of the soundtrack quite good for this game. I really like the boss battle music. When you fought a boss, you knew it was a boss just by the tone of the game. The soundtrack did fit the dark tone of the game perfectly. I just wish they had the Ninja Turtles theme song from the cartoon series. The sound effects are also pretty good, with mostly sounds of your weapons slashing through enemies. Each weapon has different sound effects. One thing I hate is the beeping sound that constantly rings when your turtles start to run low on energy. The first Ninja Turtles game wasn't bad. The gameplay was decent, it's easy to learn. It has an okay story that was told by cutscenes, and it has a really good soundtrack. The music is real catchy. The game has really good graphics, and you can't switch between turtles anytime. When you lose a turtle, you have the opportunity to recover them. There were definitely a few issues that could have done with some addressing to make this game better. The turtles do move a little stiff. They could have included the Turtles theme song from the animated series. All the turtles move and look the same, except for the weapons and masks. The game is extremely difficult, especially that damn water level. Most of the enemies are generic enemies that were not in the cartoon series. I wish they would have had more boss enemies from the cartoon series, like Baxter Stockman, Leatherhead, the Rat King, or Krang. Overall, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a decent NES game. This was a decent debut on the NES. It may not quite be the cowabunga masterpiece we were all hoping for, but certainly not the worst offering either. I still have fun with this game, and I think it's still worth checking out, especially if you're a Ninja Turtles fan. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo gets a 3 out of 5. What did you think about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Nintendo? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That will do it for this episode. I will be doing live streams throughout the week, mostly games from the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch, and sometimes on Tuesday nights I do a retro game night live. And remember, if you like these videos, please give a thumbs up for your support. Thank you for watching, and I will see you here on the next episode. Cowabunga.